Hey, you guys, it's David. I was about to say, hey, you guys, it's Jaffe. What is that? You know what? People just call me Jaffe. I don't know why. I've never go. Here's what I can tell you. I used to go by Dave, not intentionally. People just called me Dave, and I allowed it to happen. And I actually had a therapist. I don't do therapy anymore. I still believe in therapy to an extent, but not as much as I used to. It's a different conversation in terms of my thoughts on psychotherapy and cognitive behavioral. I find the whole thing fascinating. And I was in therapy uh, back in the day for my eating, kind of like trying to figure out why I ate when I was stressed, or it helped a little bit. But I mean, it's good, but I think it can be overused. And then the funny part is, as some of you know, I used to be married, and I was in therapy with my ex-wife, couples counseling. And I look at it now, and I'm so happy. I love my ex-wife. She's my best friend in the world. She's a great mom. She's awesome. And but shouldn't have been married to her towards the end, and I'm thrilled I'm not married to her now. And but I love her to death. And but it's funny because you go to couples therapy to try to save your marriage. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I know why, because I was watching the show. But and now I think about it, and I'm like, a really good therapist would have said, "Oh, well, you shouldn't be married," but it's just the knee jerk to try to save the marriage, which I think is just sort of a sickness in our society that always says marriages should always stick together. I think some marriages should absolutely fall apart. Mine certainly should have, and I'm glad it did. We should get our money back for all that. But anyway, what was my point? Where am I? Well, here's the main point. I'm so hyper. There's so much stuff coming at me today. I'm looking at my to-do list on my computer, as double fisting the caffeine and the caffeine. Tons to do. And it's just overwhelming, but it's fun because a lot of it is just little things I can tick off my list. Watch this video, send these comments, and but then I've got these 3 or 4 big things that I have to do that are more creative. So I have to kind of slow down, kind of find my creative rhythm, which I'm not in right now. I'm in more of a check off to-do list. So I figured I'd do a quick video, post, and say, hey. I'm hoping to do a weekend with my kids this week, a surprise at Disneyland. We're going to be staying at the Grand Californian, and I've always wanted to stay there, and it's kind of expensive, and I'm like, I don't want to spend the money, but finally I'm like, fuck it, my oldest is getting older, my youngest is getting older, and I'm like, there'll come a day, hopefully they'll eventually come back. My oldest last night said one of her best friends, she's like, she doesn't believe in magic anymore, and I'm like, oh. First off, I'm agnostic to everything, including magic. Maybe magic's real, maybe who the fuck knows? I don't know. But you hear that and you're like, okay, we're going to fucking Disneyland. Not to make my kid believe in magic, but just kind of like, there's only so much time before she gets on that track where it's like, dude, I don't want to fucking hang out with you, Dad. And so I'll take it now, and then obviously as she grows up and gets older, hopefully maybe they'll always want to go to Disneyland and theme parks with their dad, but who the fuck knows? The point is, I got a lot to do before I go. My God, I'm hyper. It's like, oh, I'm fucking... Okay, what do I want to talk to you about? Thanks for coming. Okay, first off, people keep saying, Jaffe, what are you playing? Here's what I'm playing. Seriously, I'm so busy with the game. I'm playing my iPad, which I'm in love with. And this is the game I play all the time now. This is 10-Pin Shuffle, which is a fucking awesome, addictive game. It's just shuffleboard and bowling, but it's just, the mechanic is great, it feels awesome, and you just kind of take your finger and you kind of... Okay, it's hard to do. Let's try. I'll see. Okay, I'll tell you what. If I can hit one pin playing it this way, our game we're working on now is going to sell 2 million copies at full price. That's the thing. Come on, Jaffe, do it. Oh, ooh. Oh, we're so ahead. We're so fucking ahead. Anyway, playing this a lot. Reading magazines, comics. I got Retro Gamer on this thing. I got Games TM on this thing. SFX. A lot of British stuff. Mags are on this thing. I'm waiting for Entertainment Weekly, and EGMI doesn't have their thing yet. That's on this thing. So anyway, that's what I'm playing though. Honestly, a lot of. I get a couple minutes of this 10-pin game in, and then I'm back to work. I haven't had a chance to play like a real game. No offense to those games, but a console game in a while. My lord, I am fucking hyper. Okay, here's what I wanted to do, and then I gotta go. I may have done a video before where I showed you guys this, but I was out yesterday for lunch, and I picked up one of these for my kids. This is a balloon, clearly, or a condom for a clown, but it's a balloon, and this is the pump. And imagine if clowns fucked with these. It's like, hang on, baby. Anyway, so I'm going to do two things. I was blowing these up yesterday, and they pop a bunch. And I realize when they pop, I still jump. And I figure maybe that's something kind of cool to do. I'm going to intentionally pop this balloon so I can capture my fear and response to that. So this is a balloon that I'm going to pop, and then I'm going to let one go. I think I've done a video of these in the office before. These are a blast, though, if you have kids or even if you don't. So this, I'm going to pop this. I fucking hate balloons that pop. But I don't care. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm just going to do it. Here we go. Now watch me. Watch my face. Study. You guys, I swear I don't do drugs. I don't. I've done pot before. I'm not a drug guy at all. I'm so not on drugs. I'm just hyper. Okay, here we go. This fucker's popping. See how big it's getting? See, right? Look at that. There it goes. I really don't want this to pop, but that's why I'm going to do it. Fuck. What? It's going to kill me? It's a balloon. Here we go. I'm actually scared. Now I have to do it, though, because you'll think I'm a fucking pussy if I don't. Fuck it. We're going to pop this motherfucker. This is going to be it right here. Nope. Oh, come on, you fuck. That is, look at that. Jesus. Now I'm just prolonging it. Look at that motherfucking balloon. Okay, we're going to pop this thing. Yep. Shit. Oh, wow. Okay, that was good. But it still caught me by surprise. Okay. It's loud, too. Okay, now I'm going to actually just do one and let it go. And then I'm going to get back to work. This is what I do on my breaks, okay? Fuck you all. All right, here we go. I'm just going to let that go. Right, here we go. Here we go. I got to get back to work. So. Yeah, that went wrong. Okay, you know what? I'll come back later and show you. Well, you've seen it, right? This thing goes all over. You launch it in the neighborhood, it goes up like, you know, a gajillion feet and gets stuck in the neighbor's house. So. Thus ends my hyper blog video blog. Take it easy, y'all. Hope everybody's doing well. Bye.